everybody. We're here with the cats from Extra Classic, kind enough to sit down with us this week. We're really stoked to have them on. How are you guys?
We are
Great.
great. Thank you. How are you, Ronnie?
Well, very well. Before we begin, I'd just like to say, what do you think of this Japanese summer kimono that I'm rocking right now?
I've been noticing
Yeah,
it,
I like it.
since we started talking.
Is this at the forefront of high fashion right now?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Where are you, Ronnie? You're in Hawaii, but where are you?
We are in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Awesome.
Right.
Okay, so it must be warm and nice and
Oh, yes, this came in quite handy today. I think I was the hit.
Yeah.
Nobody was rocking this today. I felt very unique. And where are you guys from, first of all?
Well, we're here in San Francisco right now.
Uh-huh.
I think we've lived a few different places before this.
I moved to San Francisco from Lawrence, Kansas. So I moved here 2 years ago, but Alex is from the Bay Area, grew up in about an hour and a half south, and has lived here in San Diego, and I
San Diego, Seattle.
San Diego and Seattle, and Alex moved here a few years ago, and then we moved here together 2 years ago. So we're in San Francisco, and it's Indian summer.
Yeah,
It's
we're getting our late summer finally.
It's actually warm. It's been really warm the last 2-3 days, so we're stoked.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the warm weather.
Yeah.
Did that influence you? How does that influence your guys as a band? Like just living in or coming from all these different places, living everywhere.
Well, I'd say, for myself, like I said, I was living in, we both have our cats and dogs.
Carol's on Alex's
Here's
lap.
Carol right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey kitty, hey kitty.
Yeah. I think the Bay Area is like San Francisco has been really nice. I love San Diego was nice. I love Southern California, the warm weather, the beach, and I love Seattle for its own reasons too. And I felt like San Francisco is like the perfect spot on the West Coast. I think as far as like a blend of both the good of both the Northwest and the Southwest in a way. It's kind of like in the middle, meets in the middle. That's how I look at it. But
It's been great for us as far as we started our record in Lawrence, but very briefly before we moved, and finished it here, and it's had a lot of impact, I think, on finishing our record and writing some additional songs that we put on the record. So it's a very supportive, great place to be in a band, I would say. We're lucky to be here.
How long have you guys been making music? Long time?
Together,
2007.
2007,
4 years.
we started playing together we were playing in each other's bands. And then we started Extra Classic in 2009.
Mhm.
So I had a solo project, and Alex also had a solo project, and once we started playing each other's music, then we started writing songs together, and that's what became our band now.
Nice.
So we've been playing together for longer than we've had a band together, kind of. Yeah.
What do you think about dogs and incessant barking during an interview? I think it's gonna play really good on my type
I
of show.
love dogs.
We're big animal people, and I feel
I
like
love dogs.
your dog's doing it for the same reason as Carol just really wants to be a part of this right now.
I think so too. I think that my dogs believe that they can steal the thunder, and they're like, we're all up in this right now. But that's cool.
Yeah. They have a voice too. They're just sharing their voice.
Right on. That's it. I love that.
Yeah.
I love them a lot too. I've listened to the stuff that you've put out or you got out there online. Is this going to be is this your first album as Extra Classic that's going to be coming out here next week?
It is on Tuesday. It'll be released on Tuesday. It's our first full length album. Yeah, we've released a couple of 45s this year on an imprint that Alex started called Nopal Records.
Mm-hmm.
This goes to you, but when we wrap up, we should get your address. We can send you. I don't know if you play vinyl on the show, but we have a couple of vinyl singles, or if you play them at home. And this is our first full length album.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I've listened to this is really the first that I heard of you guys was when Congo Rebel came out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was a big hit on the internet. Everything on our show is requested by request, and we've gotten a lot of requests for that. I've played it like twice already. A lot
Awesome.
of, we get a lot of that. So that's when I first heard about you guys.
Oh,
I know, there's stuff on SoundCloud, etc. This album's coming out. I read a lot of news and stuff about bands, and I like to read about what people or how people describe band sounds, and I think it's kind of funny because it's always somebody else describing what they believe the sound is. What do you guys believe your
Thank you
sound
for
is?
asking that. You answer.
no, I'm supposed to, okay.
Thank you for answering, and thank you for asking, and I'll let
take it
Alex
away.
answer it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like sometimes best to like. I mean, we're heavily influenced by Jamaican music of all forms. I think we just love Jamaican music, and we love music in general. But I mean, for this record, we're definitely very influenced by roots, dub, reggae, all like early Jamaican stuff. So I mean, as far as like the sound that we were going for, I think we were going for that sound, but it through our own lens,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Through our own, we have a 5-piece band, so we were doing that, and also we have a lot of interest in making the things that we're doing sound psychedelic. So I think the dubbing of our songs kind of came naturally for us in that way, because Alex engineered our album, and it's all on tape, and we used a lot of old, obviously a lot of the equipment we used was vintage equipment, and we have a lot of delay and space echo and things. So those things were really, so we kind of look at it through that kind of lens too, like a psychedelic.
Well, I think we both, not to.
No, please. Yeah.
I think we both like have always like loved psychedelic music in general, and I think like both of us saw that or feel that some of the Jamaican stuff we were hearing was some of the most psychedelic music we've ever heard in its purest form, as far as its simplicity, the recording process, the songwriting. It's just incredible the amount of 3D you get from something so simple, and that's what I think drew us to that with that.
Yeah, that's 3D-ness. The 3D, we're into 3D lately.
Yeah.
Alex has been saying that. I'm super into it, but yeah, I totally, we concur. Yeah.
Right on. One of the things, like I said, I read about what people said. They described. I read something here online saying that you're lo-fi.
Mm-hmm.
What is lo-fi? And like, what is that? I see that a lot now, and it seems like it's hard for me to figure out what exactly is lo-fi. Do you know what lo-fi is?
Yeah, I think it's a term that's definitely relative. I mean, some people from engineers' perspective, what lo-fi is different than what someone, the layperson, would consider lo-fi. So I feel like some people automatically, when you say we recorded on tape, they're going to say lo-fi automatically.
Because it's not digital.
Whereas, other people are recording on 4-track cassette, and we didn't do that. We recorded on 8-track half-inch tape, which I consider a pretty hi-fi medium, not lo-fi at all. So I guess it's all relative. Whereas, if someone is in an actual big studio with a 24-track machine and very expensive recording equipment, they're going to consider our setup lo-fi. So I think it's just it's all relative.
It's funny
how you look at
that
it.
you ask that, because we Rolling Stone on their website posted "You Can't Bring Me Down," one of our tracks.
Right.
That's probably where I read it, and they call it your lo-fi track.
They use the expression lo-fi. They described our band and our song as lo-fi, and our friend Josh, who's been playing guitar with us, when it was posted on Facebook, he wrote underneath it "lo-fi?" ? Because he considers
from like
the way our sound is more like a spectrum, and there's a lot of high fidelity to it. But the way we did record, it would be considered low fidelity, I guess. So.
Yeah, people use terms and
I loved
the
when
terms
Josh wrote
just
that.
get-
They're like, lo-fi? What?
Yeah, yeah.
It was really funny.
It's all
yeah.
relative to.
hmm
Yeah, I've always wondered that. I like to consider our show low definition, but
Okay.
Low def.
def.
low def. We're low def here. So I
We
think
met
this.
you on low def. Cool.
Yeah, so we're a match made in heaven.
yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
What did your parents listen to? I'd like to ask this question. What did your parents listen to as far as music when you were growing up?
Well,
My stepdad and I have a dad and a mom and a stepmom and a stepdad as well. So my stepdad took me to school every day, so we listened to his tapes in the car, and it was a mix of Creedence, Cream, Rolling Stones, and then of course the Beatles were in there. My mom has always really liked female folk singers like Joan Baez, Buffy St. Marie, and my dad and my stepmom love rock and roll. They go to see, my dad will call me all the time and go like, he's from Chicago, and he'll call me and go, I got tickets to see Paul McCartney, or we went to see Genesis last night. He goes to shows all the time. He's seen way more bands than I've seen. But so my parents were all, listened to a lot of music. What did your parents listen to, Alex?
Well, I grew up. I mean, my dad was into old cars, old Chevys, and he always a couple like a '55 Chevy truck and a '49 Chevy Panel. Was always working on them, like hot rod kind of thing. And he was into old cars, so I kind of grew up with along with that. I mean, he would listen kind of like Art Laboe, kind of that doo-wop, lowrider, chilled out oldies, I guess.
Lowrider
is what they're called.
tunes,
Yeah, is what I kind of like. My dad was into, and would always play in the garage, working on the cars. And
Alex's parents
cruise
a
them,
few
so.
weeks ago when we were visiting, they had just purchased a new Simon and Garfunkel CD because your parents had heard Sound of Silence, or I forget, we were there a couple weekends ago and they were listening to a lot of Simon and Garfunkel, which I thought was cool because they had heard the music recently and it reminded them of a time and they were listening to a lot of it. I thought that was awesome.
Did that stuff influence your sound at all? Like, do you feel like that played a big part in you, or?
Definitely. I mean, for myself, definitely. I mean, the oldies, that doo-wop kind of 50s, 60s, to me is like roots in a way. I mean, I love that stuff. Still to this day, I mean, if we could write songs that are that cool, I mean,
Yeah,
that
totally.
would be awesome.
Yeah, we
I mean, I
say
don't
that
know,
all the
it's-
time to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely
as far as-
influenced me. I don't know if I would say it influenced us just in general, being interested in music, wanting to be musicians, and having a really strong work ethic with it. I think a lot of bands that our parents grew up with just really worked. There was a lot of hard work and a lot of songwriting and a lot of I don't know, a lot. I don't want to say more than now. It was more work then, but it's a different kind of time. So
you guys got this album coming out next week. Is it called Your Light Like White Lightning?
Your light like a laser beam.
Like
both.
a laser beam.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
Tell us about that. Is that
The title?
all about it? Like how many tracks? Like whatever you want to talk. What do we have to? What can we expect? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's we actually recorded the whole record, and then after mixing each song, we made a dub of each song. And the original intention was to have the record come out as a two record set, like a double, like the album with the dubs. That was the original intention. And then the more we thought about it, and the more we started working with a label, and it took fruition. We kind of decided that the best thing to do would be to combine, to throw in a couple of the dubs in place of some of the songs. So we have about 8 songs, 2 dubs. There's it kind of it kind of open and closes like a book. in a way. You open it and then you close it, and I think it makes sense after you go through it.
Have you heard the full-length album, Ronnie?
I've not yet.
Oh yeah, we'll send you a
Okay,
copy
yeah.
so you can
We'll
kind
send
of
it to you.
listen to all the tunes and how they all. There's 10 songs on the album. Did you say that already? 10 songs. I think there's a pretty wide range of music, though. Our influences are very strong and clear. We do, we've got some soulful music, and we've definitely got a pretty mellow ballad on the album, and I think it's eclectic, and we're excited that these are the songs that became our first release. So we're definitely excited.
Are you guys touring it? Are you guys going about?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing some shows here on the West Coast here in October, and we're shooting to do some more touring after that. I mean, those are the ones that are completely confirmed that we can announce.
We have a show in San Francisco. We have a show on the 18th at the Independent, and the 19th in Los Angeles at the Satellite. The Casbah is October 20th, and the Club Congress is in Tucson on the 21st. And those are all the band called Moonface. And then we're doing an album release show on October 26th in San Francisco. And our friend King Tuff is going to headline the show. And a group from Southern California called Audacity will open. So those are our shows we have confirmed now for October. And we'll definitely be doing more touring through the end of the year and into 2012 as well.
If the listeners want to find out this information or buy your album, where are they going to go online?
You can go to purchase our album. You'd go to the Manimal Vinyl website.
Right.
So our label that's releasing our album is called Manimal Vinyl, and our album can be purchased on their site. And all of our tour dates will be listed on our MySpace, which is just Extra Classic Band after the slash, and also we probably have the dates on Facebook on our blog.
Sure. Yeah.
Twitter, we'll tweet it up on the dates when we're
Right on.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like to ask people when it comes to the web, because our show is recorded live online, and so a lot of our viewers are based on into the internet type of thing. With bands now and the way things are, it used to be where you needed to have a website, and now there's 1,000 different ways: the MySpace, the Facebook, the Twitter, the blog spot. I think is your blog.
Right.
Do you feel it? And it doesn't seem like you have just a straight extraclassic.com or whatever. Like you don't have a website. Do you feel like you even need one?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I don't handle that stuff as much. I mean, I feel like everything's scattered in a way that's kind of nice. You go here for that and
Right.
go there for that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's nice,
You
but
use-
in a way, it's kind of nice
you
to
use
have.
Facebook to promote yourself, I think, and have a spot. And it's become that.
Just
MySpace
keep people
obviously used to be the
updated with
spot.
words.
Right.
Yeah.
MySpace, you kind of go put for people. I still check MySpace for people's tour dates.
Yeah.
Our blog is more for, and our blog is kind of, as well as our Facebook, kind of sharing, we could share that we'll have this, you'll be airing this program, or share that Rolling Stone wrote about us on their website, or yours truly in San Francisco posted our song. So it's a way of,
The blogs.
I don't think you need a straight up website anymore. I remember when it was like you have to have one,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's that necessary.
Cool. So you guys ready for the Twitter questions?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted you to notice one of our cats is sitting up above Alex's head on the chair. That's a different cat.
It looks really cool.
King Jones.
Visually, it looks really cool.
King Jonesers. So we're ready. We're totally ready for Twitter questions.
Okay, so I put this out all the time, and I just collect them. I don't say give me some specifics. I just like to hit you up with questions that are just
Sure.
what people want to know. What do you guys think about America's or Americans' obsession with that show, Dancing with the Stars?
We
I
don't.
think, yeah.
We don't have a TV. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a We have a very small TV, that we were just laughing about it earlier. It's a 10-inch screen. It used to be in Alex's parents' RV when he was growing up, and we have it in our apartment. And we watch it like once every 2 or 3 months for like really significant things like the World Series. When the Giants won the World Series, we watched it on that TV. But we don't watch, the Dancing with the Stars, the reality, all of the reality shows are hard for me.
Yeah, I don't know even.
I
who's
don't
on
think
that
Alex
show.
knows what they are.
I think we're the wrong. I don't know.
I mean, you
I
just
think-
don't like. You don't even pay attention to that
Yeah,
stuff.
I think we're not the right people to answer that.
I just don't know. I would say I don't understand it, but I feel like if those people that are on the show are getting better in shape and healthier and they're feeling good about themselves, then that would be the one great reason for the show to be. That's
Yeah.
a totally nerdy answer.
I mean, Americans,
but
us as Americans, we're always obsessed with celebrities. So
Right.
anything that's celebrity oriented, we're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
true.
into.
We've been
I mean, as you know, not us personally, but us as a
American society,
United
yeah.
States culture, society, yeah.
Before we move on to the next one, I have to ask a question because you mentioned how you don't really have a TV or don't watch TV. I don't watch TV. Although the show is on TV here, I try not to ever turn that damn thing on behind me. I don't even know why it's there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just try to. My whole view is that I'd rather choose what I watch and when I watch it, and the TV sort of chooses for me. What is your reasoning behind not being into TV?
I'd say more money than we just don't. We don't really have
Well, to start with, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have
don't have
Netflix,
cable.
and so I would say that your principle is kind of ours. We don't have, if we have rehearsal a lot of nights of the week, and so we don't like have programs that we watch. So when we do watch things, we do watch programs on Netflix. Like
Yeah.
we've watched The Wire is our favorite show we've ever both seen, and we've Deadwood and Breaking Bad. So we've gotten into series, but we just watch. We get them, and stream them and watch them before we go to sleep. So in a way, we are watching TV, but we don't watch it through a TV, and we're also choosing what we watch when we watch it, like you do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Back to the Twitter question. Unicorns, are they overrated?
Absolutely not. I'm so into unicorns. I'll take this question all on my own because I'm sure it makes Alex like, ugh.
No,
I've
I've always been into
You
unicorns.
dress as a unicorn for Halloween.
I used to
once.
dress as a unicorn for every Halloween.
Alex dressed as a unicorn for a
Yeah.
few Halloweens, and then when we first met and he came to my apartment, I had a full collection of porcelain, glass, and ceramic unicorns. And he liked it. We
Yeah.
only have a few. I have some of them in storage. So I think that they're not overrated, and neither does Alex. We both love unicorns.
What's your favorite Bad Brains track?
Ooh,
Man,
what's that dub?
I used to like that one. Don't blow no bubbles. Right? Remember that one? What's that song called?
I think it's called
Don't
Tiny
Blow-
Bubbles or Don't Blow Bubbles or something.
Yeah, Don't Blow Bubbles.
Yeah.
So I used to love that one. That was like, I think it's on like one of the later
Is
Yeah.
Bad
there
Brains.
is
but
there dub? Is there dub stuff on? Is it a whole dub album?
see, I don't.
My
have all
best
their stuff.
girlfriend is like the biggest Bad Brains fan. She'd be the one, Christina, to answer this question. But I've heard a lot of their dubs. There's in my hometown in Lawrence, Kansas. There's a really great Bad Brains album, and I'm not sure which one it is, on the jukebox at a bar called the Tap Room, and that would be my favorite Bad Brains album.
Is there any kind of music you guys don't like?
Yeah.
We don't really tap into the new country stuff like on the radio, but we really do love country music in general.
Yeah, I love
so,
country music.
so we can't really, I would say really there's no music we don't. We like all music.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that I say I just don't like.
Right.
It's hard.
We have a lot of records, so we listen to music all the time, and we listen to a lot of different stuff. So
Yeah.
Alex is always buying records, so we have a lot of.
Like Justin Bieber or something. I mean, I haven't even heard his stuff, but I mean, maybe.
Justin Bieber, you might.
Would I like it? Yeah, maybe I like it.
I don't know.
On a side note, I've been doing this show for 2 years, asking everything we play is picked by people online, and for in the past 2 years, I have not yet received a Justin Bieber request, and I don't know why, because he's
That's
so big, and I'm always like sending out, don't
Yeah.
forget to get your request. I don't know why. Anyways, I know you guys are drinking mimosas right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Bloody Mary or a really great glass of red wine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say a beer. The cat just shut the window.
That's total YouTube right there. Cat shutting the window. Wow.
I just named 3 beverages, so I'll let Alex go now.
Yeah.
Yeah, tequila for me, like a good tequila. Like I like tequilas.
He's embarrassed. The cat's really embarrassed now, so he does things when he gets embarrassed.
He likes red wine.
He likes like a good steak and a glass. The cat, or we create like characters for our animals, like that cat.
Like a full cab.
Jonesers likes a really big Cabernet with a filet mignon. That's yeah. So Bloody Mary would be my ultimate number 1 fave drink.
When was the last time you guys were so drunk you fell down?
Look.
I fell down.
When
I don't
did you
know.
fall down?
I mean, fall down. I've.
Gosh, it's happened. It's definitely happened. You know what I do though, Ronnie, is I have more problems when I have a hangover. Like when I have a hangover, a couple of weeks ago, I went to a bunch of my girlfriends were here visiting in San Francisco, and we went out Saturday night, and Sunday we went to a pool. And I was feeling kind of physically like, and I fell getting out of the pool. So I think that's like, could say the last time I fell from an alcohol-related incident a couple weeks ago. But
And you always make sure I don't fall down. It's like,
that's a nice compliment.
so.
I always tell people I'm a professional at falling down because I always fall down.
You do?
Oh,
Okay, so
God. You should see the pictures. It's like
when's the last time you fell down, Ronnie?
2 days ago.
Okay,
And there's pictures to prove it. It's like we'll go out and we'll be at somewhere, and then there's always somebody waiting with their camera ready to take a picture of me doing something stupid. And
Acting
it's
a fool.
you
act
get
a
the thing
fool.
on Twitter. Look who we saw on the ground, and there's me laying in trash. What is the weirdest thing about you guys?
The weirdest thing.
I mean, besides our cats.
Do you think our cats are weird? Or that we're weird with them?
Well, yeah, maybe. I mean,
You did just say that you make up stories revolving our characters
Yes,
for your
exactly.
cats.
I mean, it's like us, like the way we
That
talk
is
to our
weird.
cats, like
Yeah, it's I guess stories and like we come up with scenarios more. Like this cat likes this stuff and this cat likes this. And so that's definitely I'm unanimous on that. We're the weirdest of we have 2 cats and they're a big part of our family. Yeah.
All right, so the last Twitter one. What gets you guys excited?
Ooh, okay.
That's a great question.
Blues music for me.
Blues music?
Yeah.
I would say what gets me excited is the beach. And
The beach is a good one.
the most excited I've been recently, we played a show a few weeks ago and we played really well and it made me really excited when we were, but that's taken it to like our band. Personally excited. We get really excited when we buy a new album, I think.
Yeah.
And when we open it up and we know it's going to be really
enough
good.
money to go to the record store. And just that's exciting.
I'm really excited for our album to come out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right on. Okay, are you guys ready for the 20 words portion of the show?
Totally.
Yeah.
So we just respond with a word.
Yep, I give the same words to everybody I talk to.
Okay.
I'll give you a word, and you just give me the first word that comes to your mind. If both of you want to give me a word, that's fine. If one of you guys want to take control of this, or if you guys want to go 1, 2, whatever you guys want to do, feel free. So the first word is beats.
Balloons.
Second word is slippers.
Snuggle.
Champagne.
The next word is toes.
Pedicure.
Jam.
The next word is beer.
Coldy.
Coldy. I second that one.
Coldy.
Next word is maize.
Corn.
There we go. Maíz. Yeah.
Or corn maze in Kansas. There's lots of corn mazes.
There we go.
Next word, inconsiderate.
Jag off. That's what my dad calls people who are rude. Or just idiots. And it's Chicago, so it's not jack off, it's jag off. It's really
It's a
weird.
Chicago thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was hot. Dull.
Ooh, no, thank you.
And
yeah.
the next word is sushi.
Sake.
Beer. Yeah.
And cold and Asahi beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Both,
yeah,
please.
And the next word is clearance.
Clear.
Dollar General.
Yeah.
The next word is soup.
Miso or no samosa.
S-
Samosa for me.
sizzling rice.
Okay.
Dirty.
Blues. I don't know. I mean, dirty.
Some dirty blues.
Dirty tone. Dirty guitar tone.
Okay, dirty. Okay.
Is what I'm thinking.
Whisper.
Whisper. I don't know.
Whisper.
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 It's
Town 2000. My friend Morgan's band.
There you go. Missed call.
Missed call. That's a nice. I like that missed call.
I hope they didn't leave a voicemail.
Oh wait, for a second I thought you said missed MIST call, like a missed call.
Missed a call.
Missed a call.
There you go.
Yeah.
Next word 11.
23.
Next word iPod.
Pad.
Next word nose.
Knows nothing.
Next word is
Nose
one
call.
way.
Dead end.
Next word education.
Vital.
Next word ceramics.
Oh, bongs.
Ghost the movie.
And the last and final word, Ronnie Rucker.
Rainbow.
Love it. Right on. Okay, so that was the 20 words part.
Nice.
Is there anything else that you guys want to touch on before I let you guys go?
Well, I mean, nothing about it.
Maybe one time I could just say the title of our album where we don't say it like, so it's our album is called Your Light Like White Lightning, Your Light Like a Laser Beam. It's coming out on Manimal vinyl September 27th.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We'd love to come to Hawaii.
We'd love to come play in Hawaii, so let us
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
Just tell me when you guys are coming. We'll figure something out.
Dree's been talking about that since we've met, so hopefully we'll be able to.
I
make
think
that.
we'd kill it in Hawaii.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I think you guys would rule Hawaii.
We'd love to come
So
visit.
when we come, Ronnie, we'll have to take you out for sushi and sake.
Yeah.
Most definitely. We'll figure something out to do for sure.
And make sure you don't fall down.
But if I do, though, make sure to bring your camera so you can take a picture when I do.
My camera though, just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hot commodity on eBay pretty soon, I'm sure.
Nice one.
Right on. So, do you guys want to cut this bumper for me really quick?
Sure.
problem.
What would you like us to
Well,
say?
you can say whatever. Usually most people say, hey, we're extra classic or whatever. You're watching Beneath Everything with Ronnie Rucker, but you can
Okay.
you can do improvise or do whatever the hell you want. It's
Okay.
all up to you. Then I'll play that throughout, the time. So, feel free.
Okay.
Hi, we're Extra Classic.
And you're watching Beneath Everything with Ronnie Rucker, who is like a rainbow.
Salud.